Hi there, I'm Matteo, the Chief Mobile Opinionist at Tech Travel Geeks. And this is the Tech Travel Geeks side-by-side comparison between the Doogee S95 Pro and the Doogee S68 Pro. They're both rugged smartphones from Doogee, the Chinese company based in Shenzhen, and we're going to try and give you an understanding of what the differences and similarities are. If you don't already, please do subscribe to the Tech Travel Geeks on YouTube. Right then, we've been playing around with the Doogee S68 Pro, this is the slightly smaller one, and the Doogee S95 Pro for a while now. If you haven't already, we did an unboxing of both products whilst we were in China, and we also have a separate video of the unboxing of the Doogee S95 Pro, an in-depth one with the modules. The difference between the two devices is mainly on the interior in terms of the chipsets and its capabilities. So the Doogee S68 Pro has a slightly more mid-range chipset in the MediaTek Helio P70, whilst the Doogee S95 Pro has the MediaTek flagship chipset, which is the Helio P90. The Doogee S95 Pro has 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, whilst the S68 Pro has 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. Both devices have expandable storage using micro SD. Both devices are at least IP68 rated, whilst the Doogee S68 Pro is IP69K rated, which means that it can take pressurized steam as well. So both of them have Full HD Plus displays. They're both LCD displays, they're very clear. Let me just match brightness. The difference is in the shape and the notch. So as you can see, the Doogee S95 Pro gives you a little bit more real estate and has a water drop notch and slightly more rounded corners at the top and bottom. Whereas the Doogee S68 Pro has a sort of boxy notch and slightly less rounded corners. But both of them are rugged displays and are slightly elevated by the bezels of the device. Now, let's look at the other main difference, which is something that most people use in day-to-day use. The fingerprint scanner on the Doogee S68 Pro is on the back, where your index finger is usually, and that works quite easily for both your left and your right hand. You just tap on the fingerprint reader and it unlocks the screen. Ergonomically, I find that quite pleasant. It's something that we've been made used to thanks to multiple generations of many smartphone manufacturers having the fingerprint reader on the back. Whereas with the Doogee S95 Pro, the fingerprint reader isn't on the back because this will be used for modules. The fingerprint reader here is on the side, ergonomically placed if you're right-handed, to tap on the side of the device. So you have the power button here, you tap that and then press on the fingerprint reader and it unlocks the device. So ergonomically very good if you're right-handed or if you use your smartphone in your right hand. And very fast. I have tested this with wet hands. It works much the same as the Doogee S68 Pro. I would say that's fast and responsive in everyday use. Quite a useful thing. Both the Doogee S68 Pro, that's the mid-range device, and the S95 Pro have customizable function buttons at the side, on the left side of the device. It's slightly bigger on the S68 Pro, but they're both driving the same behaviors on the device. You program them and it performs a task. And so there seems to be very little difference. The main thing that you don't notice here is that the Doogee S68 Pro, the mid-range one with the bright orange, this one has a 6,000 mAh battery. It is slightly smaller screen, but it is thicker and chunkier. Whereas the S95 Pro has a 5,000 mAh battery. It is slimmer, but it also has a larger screen, a larger overall device footprint. And that 5000 milliamp hour battery is augmented if you get the Super Pro pack with a clip-on power bank. So this is a clip-on power bank that gives you an extra 3000 milliamp hour battery that you just clip on, and it extends your device's battery life. The battery pack charges independently via USB Type-C, so a useful accessory. And there's also another accessory, one that covers up the camera module. That's an independent speaker one with a stand, so you can place your device down and play music. Very handy if you're traveling, say you're going to a hotel and you don't want to carry a separate heavy Bluetooth speaker. This is much lighter, and it has its own internal battery, which is there. So Doogee S95 Pro is a modular smartphone that comes, depending on which package you get, with two modules, the speaker and the battery, and it clips on thanks to the pogo clips there. So there you are. That's in essence, apart from the cameras, where one is a 48 megapixel sensor, the other is a 24 megapixel main sensor, and then double 8 megapixel depth sensors. That seems to be the main differences between the two devices. Both the Doogee S68 Pro and the S95 Pro support wireless charging, and both have NFC. So overall, I'd say those are the similarities. Both also charge via USB Type-C and use Type-C as their main port. Both have those ports sealed off by some pretty sturdy rubber seals. I'd say the only other big difference is the S68 Pro is a chunkier device. It also has a loop for a strap, so if you carry your phone on a lanyard, you don't need a case to do that. It comes with a nice sturdy loop in the actual body of the device. For now, I think that's enough of a direct comparison. Let us know what you think of this in the comments. If you'd like to see an in-depth, well-edited video done by our Chief Aperture Officer, Lukasz, let us know and we would be happy to consider making that. If you don't already, please do subscribe to the Tech Travel Geeks here on YouTube. And if you like this video, give us a like or let us know. But for now, thanks for watching and goodbye.